Go to Canada. Suppose I got Henry to stay on here instead. What would you say to that?
I'd say no. Never.
I know you don't like him, Jill. But this way, at least...
Nellie, no. You know I couldn't live in the same house with him. You know I couldn't.
But you just said you couldn't live alone.
I can't. But I won't take him with you either. That's just what he wants. That's just what he's been after.
No, it isn't. It's what I want.
It's what he's made you want. He's too bossy, Nellie. He's too greedy.
Greedy for what?
For everything.
He'll have everything. I'll be here. And
he'll be here. And you'll be here. And I'll be here. And just as soon as he has you married, he'll start ordering us about like a pair of laborers. And that'll kill me just as sure as you're leaving.
Why should he order us about like a pair of laborers?
Because that's the way he is. Because he's a spoiled brat of a thing looking to prove he's a man. And he'll step on anyone and anything to make his case. You know that's the way he is. You know you don't trust him either.
That isn't true.
Then why were you afraid to go with him?
I wasn't afraid. I was trying not to hurt you.
Nellie, why are you doing this thing? You know you don't love him. You know that's not what it is. What hold has he got on you that keeps you from making sense about yourself? If he's an animal, you aren't, are you? Whatever can you feel about that boy? What power is it that keeps you so tied to him?
I feel safe with him.
Safe?
Yes.
He'll eat you alive and spew up your bones when he's done. Listen to me, Nellie. He doesn't care about you. He only wants you.
And I want him.
For what? To keep you guarded in a cave? What will you do with him? And what will he do with you? You told me once you thought you were a big dark bird. He's wanted to bring you down, that's all. You said that once yourself. Listen to me, Nellie, listen. Once he has you, he'll begin despising you, and then he'll ignore you, and finally he'll leave to go hunting somewhere else. He's a fox. That's just what he is. But is a beast what you want to marry? Well, is it? Nellie, how much do you really care about him? And about me? And about this farm? And about yourself, Nellie, about yourself? You mustn't do this thing. You'll destroy yourself. They do sound as though they're onto something big again, don't they? Maybe a she-fox. We'll still have to stand guard then, won't we? And worry about our livelihood and our hens. But you won't dream about another fox. He's dead. Another fox won't laugh at you. And if it does, we'll stand guard together till we can smash in its brain. You won't be safe with him. You'll be petrified. Call it off. Call it off before it's too late.
I missed her, the blasted beast. She took off before I can sight her in again. I missed your parting present, Nellie. I'll have it for you when I come back.
Henry, I have something to say to you.
Say it.
Jill and I know each other, and we've built a life here together. And even if it can't last forever, it is a life while it does last. On what grounds can I marry you? You're an absolute stranger to me. So I'm asking you to call it off, before either of us makes a fool of ourselves. And that's it.
Is it?
Sorry, but yes, it is.
Was it the shooting that changed your mind?
No.
Was it anything I said?
No.
What was it?
Just suddenly came to my senses, Henry, and now I'm trying to keep both of us from making a terrible mistake with one another.
You just suddenly came to your senses, did you?
Yes.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't, Henry, honestly.
Well, then I'll tell you. It was Jill, wasn't it? She found out something to say to you about me, didn't she?
Nothing that wasn't plain to see.
And it was so plain to see, Nellie. How come you didn't see it for yourself? I'll tell you that too. Because you wanted me. And you needed me. And you wanted me to want you.
That isn't true.
Don't yap about what you don't know, Jill.
I know.
Shut your mouth now.
Henry, don't yell.
Nellie, if you listen to her, you're lost. If you didn't listen to her, you'd have taken me for what I am.
What are you?
I'm a man, Jill. With a man's mind and a man's appetites.
You're a snake, Henry, with poison in your teeth and destruction in your eyes.
Henry, I'm sorry for whatever fuss I've caused you. But if I didn't tell you the truth now, we'd both be feeling very silly soon enough. Your leave is almost up, Henry. Your train will be waiting.
Bye-bye, Henry.
Well, it's been a jolly week here, hasn't it? Nothing lost, nothing gained. I had 5 days in the country. I had a bed. No one's out and no one's hurt. Don't fret yourself, Nellie. I'll ease my mind somehow. Too much living too soon for a soldier boy just home from the wars. I really wish you'd let me take you out that last time I asked, though, Nellie. One of you's gonna need what I can teach. Have you ever handled a gun at all, Jill?
Yes, I have. Why?
Have you ever been able to bring anything down with it?
A squirrel once.
A lying down squirrel, I bet.
He was on the move.
But he'd just gotten up from a nap, hadn't he? How many shots did you need to get him dead?
Henry, you'll miss your train.
This is a big point, Nellie. There's a world of difference between looking down the barrel of a gun to kill and just trying to hit what you're after. I don't think Jill knows this. That's the point I have to get across. When you hunt, Jill, you have to hunt with your will, or it's no use. Remember I was telling you that once in the shed, Nellie? Now wait. Let me see what I can find to show you.
Don't point that thing in here.
My finger's off the trigger, Jill. Wait. See? I've found Nellie. Now, if Nellie were a rabbit or a big bird, and she were alive instead of standing frozen, she'd begin to feel my mind fasten around hers. And before it got too big a hold, she'd start to run. And that would be the time to get her. Right then. Ooh.
Henry?
Ooh.
Henry.
Ooh.
Henry?
Ooh. Oh. It was an accident, Nellie. I swear to you. She caught me wound up, the poor thing.